Hey, 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 YouTube world, we are back once again. I hope you are having a fantabulous day so far. Please download, rate, review, and subscribe, all the good stuff that helps keep our YouTube and podcast being stable and wonderful. So, I was thinking and reading at the same time, but the NBA is really in the era of the unicorn. And it was a cool idea to think about because if you think about what the future of the league looks like at this point, you're talking Giannis, freakish body type. You know, it's a crazy what he can do, but it's something that because of his body type, he's such a unique character, and he's like Shaq for a new era. You talk about the point center, Nikola Jokic. The way he plays is a unique style, and in fact, no one else in the league has gotten to that kind of evolution yet. Same thing with Ben Simmons as a point forward was the first evolution of that. LeBron was really the first point forward, but then you had Ben Simmons continue that trend, and now Jokic as the point center is a revolutionary trend in the NBA. You talk about Zion, and his body type is absolutely ridiculous, and he represents the future of the league in that sense. So as we look at who are the young stars, who will be the stars of the 2020s, we see a lot of people with extremely unique body types and people who will continue to play a different kind of game as they go forward. And it's going to be a fascinating, kind of progression as we get to that point and seeing, well, Giannis has kind of arrived at that point. But for the other ones, like what is their ceiling? What does that look like? Because we're seeing things that are different than any player previously in NBA history, especially with all the innovation that's going on around all the various organizations. It's what allows a team like Denver to compete at the highest level. Milwaukee, what will hopefully be New Orleans. Anthony Davis in Los Angeles and what was in New Orleans is another example of a unicorn-type player who only Anthony Davis can do the things Anthony Davis can do because of his crazy body type. And LeBron and KD are in that same sense as they go from being the stars of the league to kind of descending out of the stars of the league. They were unique body types when they came into the league, and it's why Kevin Durant can just elevate over everyone every time he shoots. And LeBron is in a similar circumstance where he is able to be that freakish body type and do things that only LeBron James can do. It's why people are saying like Zion is the next LeBron. It's because we've never seen a freakish body type like LeBron, and trying to put Zion in that category is like the closest thing we can find to a LeBron James style. So what does the future look like in the era of the unicorn? That's what makes it so cool. It's so unpredictable to try and figure out what they're going to look like come 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, once those players start to take over for the KDs and LeBrons as the next faces of the league. When you talk about Giannis, when you talk about Kawhi, Kawhi's kind of the present too, but Kawhi, Giannis, Jokic, Anthony Davis, Zion Williamson, the unicorns of the NBA. Freakish body types, and there's so many of them coming through the league, and there's so much innovation, and it's what makes the NBA such a dynamic and fluid game that's constantly changing.